Hi, it's Mike, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get keywords for your blog. Now there's lots of tools out there you can pay some money for, like Market Samurai, and there's a whole bunch of different tools. But really when you're just getting started, or if you want something quick and dirty, there is a quick and easy way of doing that, and which I like to use is Google's Keyword Adwords tool. Okay, so to find it, I kind of cheat because I can never remember the address, so I type in into Google Keyword AdWords, and it automatically shows up, Google AdWords Keyword Planner. So I click on that. Now you have to set up an account, but the account is free to set up, and so I already have that set up ahead of time. Now for this particular blog post, I'm going to type in the keywords, is what it's about. So Frank Kern, and we also have Triangle of Trust. Okay, if you think of any others, that's great, but right now it's kind of a shorter blog post, and so there's two main keywords. Now what I'm going to do is hit Get Ideas. Don't worry about any of those other fields. Forget about them for this purpose. You really don't need it. And then you go to Keyword Ideas. Okay, so you can see here Frank Kern shows up as 12,000 monthly searches, which is pretty good. It's a lot of traffic. Okay, and it's actually relatively low competition if you're actually looking for the if you're going to use it for the actual AdWords. But there's actually another trick that I like to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another browser, Google. And then what you do is you put this in parentheses, okay? And you can see here that we have you see what's in parentheses? You mean specifically it has to have the word Frank Kern, not some derivative of that. And you can see we have 379,000. Now, ideally, especially when you're getting started, and if you're not going to do any like crazy SEO, like backlinking and such, ideally you like to have this below 300,000. Okay, so ideally it's not the best keyword in the world for if you're trying to do something for SEO easily. Okay, so you want something. Ideally, you want to have three words, and you want to do something a little less competitive. So Triangle of Trust, there's nothing for it. Let's see here. Is there anything else that might jump out of here for us that might be a little better? And let's see here. I know some of these are obviously going to be a little more competitive. So let's see here. Ideally, you want to do, and again, you want to do 1,000 searches at. You can do less when you're first getting started, but really anything with 1,000 searches or less than 1,000 searches is really not worth a whole lot of time unless you're just getting started and you want that initial traffic. Okay, so let's go ahead and what is internet marketing? I'm afraid I have an idea. It's going to be pretty competitive. You see, we have 2,400 searches for it, but I bet you if I try that, it's going to be rather insane. Oh, actually. Wow, look at that. What is internet marketing? I was not expecting that. So we see here we have 153,000 searches. Okay. So I wasn't actually really going to use that word, but that word sounds really, really cool. And so I'm going to keep that in my back pocket. Oh, geez, I just give it away in a video. But what is internet marketing? That's actually, it's got some decent searches. It's got 2,400 searches a month. And there's relatively little competition. And you can see here, you're going to be competing against this Webopedia, and it's kind of some definition here, but really for the most part, you can see here that actually it is fairly competitive. If you look at types of websites you can be competing against, it's a little tougher. So yeah, maybe it's not the best in the world. Okay, but you can see what the purpose of it. You also want to look at what your competition is. Typically, like when you look at what is internet marketing or anything like that, the kind of phrase, you're going to be competing against authority sites that really are like Wikipedia and that type of thing. Those type of things you want to avoid because you're going to have a hard time ranking past that. But really, for the most part, what you do is you go through these various different keywords, test them out. I know I always Frank Kern, even though it is a little more competitive. Triangle of Trust, I was surprised there isn't any searches on that. Let's see here. Maybe I can see if I just did a little tweak to Triangle of Trust by itself, and let's see here if. Oh, look at that, Triangle of Trust. So there actually is a little bit of searches, 170, so it isn't completely not worth it. Just got to make sure that we actually throw a couple times. I know Google will actually kind of ignore it, seems to ignore it sometimes, but I will try to see if I can sneak in Triangle Trust in somewhere in my keywords. Okay, that's it for this video. And if you want to see the system that we are using for ranking, make sure you click the link below and stay tuned. You can see what we're using to rank in Google pretty easily, actually. Okay, thank you very much.